One of America's newest tracks, Iowa Speedway, is located in Newton, Iowa, and has been in operation since 2006. The 7/8 mile oval was designed and built under the auspices of NASCAR champion Rusty Wallace at a cost of approximately $70 million. The D-shaped oval is patterned after Richmond International Raceway, scene of some of Wallace's greatest success during his career. Purchased by NASCAR in 2013, Iowa Speedway has a seating capacity of more than 30,000, together with a unique, multi-tiered recreational vehicle viewing area along its 869-foot-long backstretch. The track hosts NASCAR Nationwide Series, Camping World Truck, and K&N Series events annually, along with the IndyCar Series and Firestone Indy Lights. In addition to the ovals, Iowa Speedway features a 9-turn, 1.3-mile road course utilizing most of the main oval, along with a highly technical infield section, which was the scene of Grand Am Rolex Sports Car Series events. The BRR Saturday Series, presented by Flaming Karma Paint Shop, traveled to Iowa with the ARCA cars for some short track action. Mark D'Antema topped the charts in practice and qualifying and led the field to green from the pole. But no, you're not seeing double, your vision's not blurry. His team car, driven by Donald Durrance, the Bartow Bullet, sat alongside on the front row. The green flag signaled the start of the race and the start of varying strategies. Some drivers electing to run hard and stay up front, others fading back as they save tires for longer and later in the run. Iowa's wide racing surface lends itself to multiple lines, meaning drivers can run side by side, competing for positions. The rough, worn surface means drivers need to pay attention to the throttle, brake, and steering inputs to keep control of the cars. The drivers spent the early stages of the race feeling out their cars and feeling out the competition. Iowa lends itself to lots of side-by-side and pack racing, and tonight was no exception. The Canadian Stag worked himself forward into second place, hoping to run down the leader. Meanwhile, Mark D'Antema continued to stretch his lead over second place Jason Rahm and third Gerald Poole. Donald Durrance had faded back to fourth place, choosing to save his tires for later in the run. Gerald Poole continued to chase Jason Rahm for second while they watched the Mad Dog slowly stretch out his lead. Meanwhile, Ray Hillhouse and DJ Kenner began slowly moving towards the front. Bill Percy, riding on the momentum from his second-place finish at Thompson, ran in the top 5 in the early stages. But Mark D'Antema continued to stretch the lead until the competition yellow at lap 41. All the drivers stopped for fresh tires and fuel. Gerald Poole moved up to the outside of the front row for the restart. Mark D'Antema jumped back to the lead with Ray Hillhouse, Gerald Poole, and DJ Kenner giving chase. Meanwhile, Bill Percy had a mirror full of the Canadian Stag and made a mistake entering turn 1, brushing the wall. Shortly after that, Ray Hillhouse and Thanos had a little contact on the backstretch and Gerald Poole ended up in the wall. The race continued for a bit until Jason Rahm got into the back of Gerald Poole, causing him to spin in turns 1 and 2. The points leader, DJ Kenner, sustained some damage in that wreck. Once again, the drivers came to pit road for tires and fuel. The next restart resulted in chaos as several cars had to check up, causing an accordion effect. The race stayed green for several laps until Ray Hillhouse spun and coming off of turn 4, bringing the caution out yet again. The leaders stayed out, but cars further back in the pack stopped to take on tires, hoping for a green flag run to the finish. This would prove to be a fruitful strategy as the race did run green to the end. On the restart, Mark Dantema jumped back to the front, but Jason Rome was there to challenge from second place. Ray Hillhouse, one of the drivers that had just stopped, was working in third place with slightly fresher tires. As the laps began to wind down, Ray Hillhouse closed and passed second place Jason Rome and set his sights on the leader. It was only a matter of time before the fresh tires prevailed and Ray was able to get to the outside of Mark Dantema and pass for the lead. Meanwhile, the points leader DJ Kinner was easing his fresh tires to move up through the field. Meanwhile, the Mad Dog fought desperately to stay in contact with Ray Hillhouse, hoping to get that lead back. With just over 2 laps to go, Ray picked up a push and brushed the outside wall coming off of turn 4, giving Mark that opportunity he needed to get back by. Ray tried to get back underneath Mark going into turn 3 and 4, but the car got loose and he was forced to back off, giving up momentum. The Mad Dog was able to hold on to the lead to the checkered flag, earning his first win of the season. The Iceman's strong third-place finish means he maintains the points lead with Gerald Poole second and Dial Durrance third. Join us next week as the BRR Saturday Series, presented by Flaming Karma Paint Shop, travels to Talladega Superspeedway for high-speed, high-banked action.